And in just a minute here, we're going to be inviting Amy to join us. You've been hearing us talk about her all day because she's donated to all of our raffle baskets. And we're really excited to have her finishing out our list of providers. It's crazy that we're there. Talking about
last person. Who is that?
Yeah, I know. But talking about something as important as mental health. We know that a lot of our providers today have talked about your body health and how to stay in alignment and how to take care of your body. But Sarah and I both know your mind is a big part of that game.
It's huge.
So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and invite Amy to come and join us.
Take one last look at the entries for the raffle basket and get that in over the next 15 minutes.
Yep, we'll be pulling our winner for our last raffle basket after we hear from Amy.
Hi, can you see me?
Yes.
Is it working? Okay, great. I hope my internet holds out for me here today.
You look great.
So thank you. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for setting all this up for all of us.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to go to a screen share to keep me on track as well, but I'm not seeing the screen share button.
Uh-oh.
It's the green button down.
Oh.
There you go.
Here we go. Let's see. Okay, great. Well, thank you. Thank you for everyone being here on a Saturday. It's been great to see some familiar faces, especially when we can't be together. And it's exciting to see some new faces as well, some providers I hope to meet in the near future. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Amy Galaviz. I'm a mental health provider and I specialize in maternal mental health and perinatal loss. I lived in Oregon a long time, all my life. And like many of you, I'm a mother myself. So a little bit about my background and education. My education comes from both a mental health and human service perspective. I started off in the professional field working in healthcare and social services before I jumped into the realm of mental health. And then throughout that time, I spent time in different environments, just helping to support and assist women, whether it had to do with prenatal support, helping out families, working through adoptions, some psychoeducation for parents, and then working individually with women who were deciding to go back to work. So they were exploring what their interests were, so a lot of personal growth and career development. And then, of course, my favorite place to be is one-on-one counseling with clients. Because my focus is working with moms and women, I received additional training in maternal mental health and also perinatal loss, which is a topic that I hold very close to my heart. I don't do family therapy, but I utilize the training that I received of adoptive and foster family therapy to inform my practice when working with adoptive and foster parents. Because there's different ways that we become parents, which creates, brings about different challenges. And then also some experience with just taking a look at the dynamic between couples when you have a baby and how that can affect the relationship and how everyone goes through a transitional stage, both partners, and birth trauma as well. So my approach to therapy is very women-centered, focusing on the mom. It's strength-based. The goal is to help empower that mother to lean into becoming the mother that she wants to be, right? Not the mom that society wants her to be or that other people say she should be, but the way she wants to be as a mom. It also comes from a very humanistic perspective where I look at the whole person. So not just taking a look at their mental health, but also their physical health, their emotional health, spiritual health as well. And it's very person-centered. So it's directed by the client of what they want to focus on and what's important to them. So I help mothers all throughout life stages of being a mom, from preconception all the way beyond. So whether they're thinking of becoming pregnant, or they're already trying to become pregnant, supporting them through the perinatal stage, and then as their child begins to grow, or their family begins to grow and they're expanding to 2 or 3 or more children. And then I also wanted to point out the importance of, it's not just moms that I'm helping. These are women, they're individuals. We have an identity before we become mothers, and we have identity after. That's another just perspective to bring into the therapy room of who we are as individuals. So some of the reasons someone may come to me for therapy could be a variety of reasons. So they may be dealing with something, maybe it's for a prolonged period of time, maybe it's anxiety and depression that they've been struggling with. Maybe it's something new, like postpartum mood disorder, something that maybe is unnerving for them, or they're not really sure what's going on, but they're just not themselves. Also, grief and loss is another area that I work with in working with clients. I think for me, I see that death is not talked about enough sometimes in society, and we often get uncomfortable with other people's grief. So providing a space where someone can talk about what that's like for them, the loss of a loved one, can be a really healing process. And then guilt is a big theme for many moms. Sometimes we don't feel comfortable talking about our feelings with peers, or don't have those other supports. So being able to process that in therapy, in a therapy session, can be very healing to help relieve some of the shame that they may carry as well, and then other women's issues. So it's not just prenatal, it's not just supporting mothers through the perinatal period. Other things pop up. It could be something with boundaries, right? Boundaries could be shift or change once you start to have children. It could be caretaking. So it could be you're getting to the point where you're starting to feel burned out, or you already feel burnt out. You're already there. So helping to support you to pick up those pieces. It could be very personal, so it could be something for your own, focusing on your own self-esteem or personal growth, or just learning to manage life stressors, and then other various life changes, right? When we're already dealing with other challenges, say mental health or emotional or other family things going on, something such as going back to work, or getting a home and uprooting your family and losing that support system. That's just another thing to talk about in therapy and help you manage. So why do I do this work? Well, first and foremost, mothering is hard. I think a lot of us can relate to that. It's challenging. There's some very rewarding things of being a mother, but there are also some very hard, challenging things. And the thing is, if I've learned anything from being a mother myself, is that the hard parts change. I used to think when I was a mom for the first time that things will get easier, right? They'll get better, they'll get easier. And some things do get easier, but then other hard parts come into play. And we're always learning to readjust and learning just new ways of handling things. And sometimes we need extra help, just like we might reach out to a postpartum or birth doula to assist us with having a baby, or a chiropractor or naturopath when we're feeling some discomfort or pain, or even reaching out to someone like Ren when we're looking for daycare. Sometimes we need extra help with some of the emotional things that we're dealing with, or some of the thoughts that we're having. So reaching out to a provider, because the reality is sometimes it's just too heavy to hold alone. Obviously, when we're struggling, a lot of the times we're reaching out to our support systems, which may be family and friends. But sometimes it gets to the point where we need extra assistance, or we may not have those support systems in place. Another reality is you deserve care too. I view mothers as part of the backbone of a family, and taking care of ourselves is important. I think oftentimes we don't think about that. We tend to put our family first, and we cut ourselves out first as well when something needs to be sacrificed. So just helping to support you in any process or challenge that you're dealing with. And I think a lot of us can agree mental health is important. something that's come to the forefront more and more with COVID-19 going on. And it's also taking a look at the mind-body connection, right? When our mental health is struggling, our physical health can pay the price too, and vice versa. So this is my office. This is where I practice over in Southwest Portland. It's in a nice, cozy neighborhood, Lair Hill, that's a few blocks from downtown and near the Ross Island Bridge, but it's far away enough that parking can be found pretty easily. There's also other practitioners in my building that assist individuals and children as well. So if you need to find out any more information, you can always check out my website. Like other providers right now, I'm utilizing telehealth services with clients. I offer a 20-minute consultation for free if you just had personal questions to ask me or get a feel for what I am like in therapy or what I would be like to work with. So if you have any questions, I would really direct you to my contact page on my website. There you can fill out information, you can ask the question, whatever it has to do with therapy or finding a provider, even if you're looking for a provider that maybe doesn't focus on perinatal mental health, but maybe you're looking for a provider for your child. I have some connections with some other providers that might be a fantastic fit.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I just want to make this time an opportunity for people to go ahead and ask any questions they might have, and anything you might want to know about seeking some mental health help as a parent. So we will see if somebody pops in with anything. We also want to thank you for your generosity donating to all of our raffle baskets today. We've been talking about you all day. So yeah, just a quick plug to remind people that if you want to enter the raffle basket, that raffle basket is closing in 5 minutes. So go ahead. It doesn't look like we're having any questions coming through, so I think we'll let you have the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us, Amy.
Great, thank you. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
You too.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can see how to contact Amy in the future should you have any questions for her or if you're looking for a little bit of assistance.